To Mr. Mauro Centritto. He is Research Director of the Institute for Sustainable Plant Protection at the National Research Council in Italy. Well, you have been involved in the SalamMed project, which focuses on identifying, testing and validating sustainable land and water management techniques to enhance dryland resilience while creating business opportunities for communities. And science, of course, plays a vital role in land restoration by providing knowledge and tools to address land degradation and develop sustainable solutions. So could you please explain how we can translate research and innovation into actionable policies and through the experience of SalamMed? So what are the key challenges in translating research and innovation into those policies, and how can the linkage between science, research and policy making be strengthened to drive effective environmental action?
Okay, thank you. First of all, I would like to thank the organizers of this conference, of course, FAO, for the support. Few words about SalamMed project. It is SalamMed. It is an acronym for Sustainable Land and Water Management in the Mediterranean region, for Mediterranean dryland. The project is coordinated by the colleague Pierpaolo Ruggero from the University of Sassari. I am just one of the project PI, and SalamMed is made by 15 partners, research institutions from 70 different countries, 3 companies, NGOs, and then let's say international institutions like Siambari and FAO Egypt. So we have, it says, 7 partners, 6 countries, 3 from the North Mediterranean, so from the Southern Europe, Mediterranean country, Spain, Italy, and Greece. Then Morocco, Tunisia, and Egypt, and then Palestine, which is an external associate. Now, what are the basis of SalamMed? Basically, we think that if we want to develop drylands, we have to increase soil fertility and water conservation. And this is a prerequisite for all the drylands. But then the drylands in the Mediterranean area are quite diverse. We move from Southern Mediterranean drylands, which have an aridity index among about 0.45, so it is an arid, semi-arid condition. And then we have very hyper-arid condition in Morocco, Egypt, and Tunisia with aridity index which ranges between 0.05 to 0.15. So the condition, the biophysical drivers are quite different, but the degradation and desertification also it comes from social drivers. And those biophysical and social drivers are very, very interconnected. Finally, in the Mediterranean, there is a mosaic of very diverse social ecological systems. These systems, they require a tailored solution. So there is no one solution for all the drylands. Now, what is our approach? Our approach is basically based on different pillars. The first pillar, it is developing nature-based solution, practical natural-based solution in the 6th Living Lab together by engaging stakeholders which are NGOs, companies, local companies, policymakers, extensionists, because the idea is by selecting and testing together this natural-based solution, we can create an environment in which this natural solution can rehabilitate land, and by rehabilitating land, they can improve investment, creating new business opportunities for both, especially for women and youth. And the second pillar is by combining stakeholders with research, with the scientists, we can create a co-researching environment where this co-researching environment create a new social learning spaces to hybridize scientific knowledge with local knowledge. This is essential to test and to reassess the efficacy of these solutions, this nature-based solution, not only from the, let's say, to test the ecological impact, but also the social impact. And again, we think that this is essential for creating business opportunities, new business opportunities. Now, those are the 6 living labs. I start with the Valencia Living Labs. It is a living lab studying the hydrology of, we remember what happened in the past few months in flooding Valencia, dramatic flooding. This is a result of not only of a very strong precipitation event, but also by the result of long-term forest degradation. So the forest degradation means that they lost all most of the ecosystem services, creating hydrological hazard because of forest fire, because of forest logging. And now they are studying, applying this model, which is called CAFE, CO2, aqua, which is the Spanish for water, fire, and ecosystem resilience, to provide support system to inform policymakers to raise awareness. It is quite very, very successful. This model, it is also applied in the Sardinia, the right corner in Sardinia, in this agro-silver pastoral dedicated especially to it is connected to the milk industry, so to cheese production. And then in Essaouira for the Argania forest, and we know that the Argania forest, Essaouira, is a UNESCO site, a very fragile site where the Argan forest is very important for a lot of reasons, for local ecology, but also for the local economy, especially connected to the women cooperative to produce argan. By studying the grazing system, different grazing system, we are improving the productivity of this forest. Then in Essaouira, we apply also another technology, which is a water harvest technology based on subphase water retention biodegradable membrane. This biodegradable membrane are placed at bottom of a microbasin or around the argan trees. They harvest water. They basically increase the reproduction of trees. And after 2-3 years, this membrane are fully biodegraded, but the trees, the argan trees, are basically able to develop because they can cope with the local drought. Another completely different water harvest system is applied in Marsa Matruh in Egypt, on the right, so the corner. I mean, sorry, the photo on the right corner. Marsa Matruh, it is completely different water harvest system. It is based on catchment and level terraces where the water from the wadi floods from one terrace to another. We avoid upstream, downstream conflicts because only 50% of the water is used to increase productivity in these terraces, and the other 50% is used for Marsa Matruh urban for civil purposes. And then this system also prevents flooding in the area. Talking about conflict, we can move to the experience in in Greece, in Messina, where we are studying how we can, there is a conflict on water use between the towns for civil purposes, it is a very touristic area, and the using aquifers for irrigating olive. So by applying a drip irrigation, a water-safe irrigation technique, basically we can reduce this conflict. And again, I'm talking about conflict. In the Medellin area in Tunisia, we applied this managed aquifer recharge, which uses the wadi water. I mean, in this area, 90% of water can come in just 2 events during the year, and then this water this system increases infiltration water in soil, recharging the aquifers, and the velocity is increased by 10%, infiltration by 10%, and compared to other areas where this technology is not applied, the water table has risen 100%. Now. Of course, as I said, the project is very ambitious. It wants to develop new business opportunities. We have 3 companies, one from Tunisia, which is a farmer, one from Spain and one from Italy, small companies. That are high-tech companies, but together with NGOs, we will from Palestine and SalamMed International, also with collaboration with Siambares and especially FAO Egypt, with their system of farm field schools, we think we can spread scale out these technologies to develop capacity for building new business opportunities. Having said that, our project is rather successful, but we have to remind that drylands, Mediterranean, are very fragile and remain very fragile. Now in Riyadh, the statistics showed that between 2000 and 2019, the drylands in the world, the degraded land increased by 14.7 to 18.9, almost 19%. If degradation increases at this speed, by 2030, we will end up in about 1 billion of hectares of degraded land. So, if we want to stop land degradation, and we want to make this business opportunity stable, we have only one possibility to stop climate change. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you may give an applause to all panelists. It's super nice to see the interplay actually between the people and the ecosystems. Actually, in all your answers and responses, there is some link to how people use the land and the carrying capacity of the ecosystem, or how to tackle the negative impact of climate change or overusing the land, but also how to use the local knowledge of the people in, public participation, and to generate commitment for the solutions you're looking for.